Hi, Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. For this, we'll be going over my multiple team compilation guide for Colosseum Ain. And if you guys do need to know what teams we're going to be using today, they're going to be in the description below. So if you want to check out a specific team, they're all going to be there. They'll also be in the times. The timestamps will also be in the comment section below. So if you are a phone user, it's a little bit easier for you. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. We're going to be going over Colosseum Ain and why she's okay. She's not great. Colosseum Ain is going to be a cerebral slasher unit with 4 combo hits, 3 sockets, and she's going to max out at 870 attack with 1,986 HP, and she's going to have 357 recovery. Our captain ability is boost the attack and recovery of cerebral characters by 1.75, so she is a poopster character. However, her special ability is kind of interesting and is actually pretty good for this interesting meta right now with Shanks as well as slasher teams and such. So if you want to use her on VT Fuji, if you want to use her on Shanks team, you can do that too because she is cerebral, and cerebral actually is a thing, and you can use them on like a V2 Law team too, which is really cool. What she is she's actually going to do a 12%, 24%, or 36% heal on your team depending on your max HP, and also she's going to randomize all orbs including block orbs. So there might be a time where you actually do need to heal and you can't use like damage reduction because the buff might have a damage reduction interrupt or something to that effect. And my recommendation is to farm this character because there may be a time where there's going to be a damage reduction interrupt. Right now there is a heal interrupt, but a damage reduction interrupt is not outside the realm of possibilities, and it could happen. You might have to be switching to damage cap at that point instead, or go to a heal, and Ain might be a great free-to-play alternative if you do need a healer. So I say, yeah, definitely farm this unit just in case. But she doesn't have a lot of uses right now. I have like this gut feeling for some reason that there is going to be a damage reduction interrupt at some point. All right, guys. Well, I will see you in the teams. For the first team of the day, we're just using a full Judge Batch team because, you know, it's easy and you just run through it, no problem. There's not really much to it. I'm just going to be going over the fight and talking about what you do in the fight. So on stage 4, we're going to have Smoker. Smoker's going to have about 2.1 million HP, and his initial preemptive is just going to be delay immune for 99 turns and bind one of your characters for 7 turns in the bottom row. If you get him below 50%, he's going to bind another character below in your bottom row for another 7 turns. And you can below 20%, I believe, he'll bind your captain, so just got to make sure you kill him either above 50 or you just wail on him like I did. When you get to Ain, Ain's going to roll all your specials back by 1 turn, and when you get to turn 2 of the fight, she's going to actually alternate between sides. She's going to then rotate between right side, rollback, then left side, rollback, then right side, rollback, left side, rollback, over and over and over again. And then she has percentage-based mechanics and such, and she also gives you an attack down by 50% for 99 turns, so you can't really remove that. You either just have to power through it or use different mechanics. She doesn't have any percentage-based attacks if you aren't, if she's not attacking. So if you use any kind of delayer, as you can see here, you're fine. The second team of the day, we're using just another meme team, the overpowered units with V2 Doffy. This was just to show off that you didn't really have to try that hard with V2 Doffy. And if you did want to bring specials into the room to get around that mechanic, you can. What I did is I used the limited rare Kobe here as well as the Sugar to use a 3-turn type boost and orb boost so I can bring the boost into the room so I didn't have to work around special rollback. And that's one way you can handle it. You don't have to go this way. You can go a bunch of different ways. I also have Pika here to remove bind so I can get around that mechanic. You can see here I'm just going to pop the Pika to get rid of the bind. It also chases all my orbs to G. I use Sugar to get full matching orbs, and I use Kobe to give me a type boost, and both of the characters lock my orbs, so I get a 3-turn type boost and orb boost, so I'm perfectly fine. In the final room, I just go ahead and go all in on the Ain as well as the ads, and we're done. Overall, it's not a very difficult fight with the V2 Doffy team. You just go in with the specials you already popped, and you're done. The next team of the day, we'll be running a free-to-play team with Treasure Mode Ace and some free-to-play subs. None of the subs are really super required. I actually didn't even bring an orb booster this time around just because I didn't really feel like bringing one. So what I did was I brought the Boa Center Sonia raid to give me a chain lock, and I also brought the raid, what's his name? Senior Pink in order to give me a conditional boost. You can bring an orb booster instead, doesn't really matter. You have a lot of options with this team, of course, because it is free to play, and you do not have to use this team in particular. You don't have to use DMG4, he doesn't really even do anything in his team, and neither does Kai Sabo. They're just here because I wanted a quick unit and a SI unit, and they had high attack, free to play. Overall, there's a lot of different replacements for this team. You don't need any of them. I would just recommend bringing damage because Ace gives you full board orbs, and he also gives you a type boost. So all you have to bring is either an orb booster, chain locker, conditional booster. There's a lot of options you can do in order to kill Ain. So whatever you want to do, this team just kind of shows that you can use whatever you want, and there's plenty of replacements. It's actually a pretty fast team, but I actually screwed up and brought I went into the room without my specials maxed, so the special rollback actually screwed me over, so it took a lot longer to get my specials up, and that's why it looks like it took longer than it should. And the next team we're running today is going to be a Magellan team. This Magellan team is really, really freaking easy. And I brought the treasure mode Whitebeard in order to get myself a little bit extra damage on the smoker stage. And I also brought Fuji to get rid of the ads in the back. And I brought G4 as well as Invasion Garp just to clear the final boss faster. You don't have to do it this way. It saved me like 3 turns and probably about 45 seconds of my life, so I brought them. But otherwise, you're fine. You can just get through it with poison if you really want to. There's a lot of different options on the final boss, so you don't have to do it the way I did it. What I end up doing here is I'm just breaking this guy down with HP cuts, and I pop the Whitebeard special to kill him. And then it takes me 2 turns, so I just take the second turn and then kill him. And you can see when we get to the Ain room here, we're just going to be popping... Now we're going to be auto-attacking the ads once and then using the Fuji special in order to clear the ads. You could have brought a bind reducer if you wanted to, if you didn't want to deal with this. It's totally fine. And I popped the poison as well as the Fuji special here, so we're just going to be just chilling out. And then I can do about just about 50%. And then I pop my G4 special and then the Garp special to kill her. So she doesn't have much HP at all, so you actually can get away with that. It's pretty funny. So for our meme team of the day, there was a lot of people asking me to do a G3 team, and I was like, I don't know how to do G3 for this content. That sounds kind of hard. And it's probably doable with a much less crazy team, but I didn't really want to figure it out because it's a G3 team, and you know, I don't really want to do a G3 team. That sounds stupid. Such a throwback team. And the team revolves around you using Judge to get an orb boost as well as get rid of the bind. And then you're also using an overkill mechanic so you can use V2 Doffy. I also have a Corazon here from the shop in order to get a cooldown reduction so that I can use my V2 Doffy right when I walk into the room. So that's the thought behind this team here. And as you can see, I did very, very well the first time I ran this team. I did so well that I didn't even hit all 3 perfects. Feels bad. So it took me 2 tries, and that's the reason no one uses G3 is because you have to do that kind of stuff where you're just like trying to hit that 3 perfect combination in order to get it done, and no one uses this character anymore, but it's still funny to watch. And this is our meme team of the day. So you can see here we're just gonna pop everything again and then kill the boss and then finally use our Corazon and V2 Doffy. This next team is going to be a free-to-whale team, and it's definitely not recommended because I didn't bring any synergy whatsoever. I just wanted to use V2 Aokiji and see how it went, and I wanted to use it with the Kuzan sub to see if that was a cool synergy. And I did it with the Shanks captain because I was like, you know what? Why not? I have Shanks. Why not? Could be fun. The smart play would have probably been to use Kuzan captain, but you know, I'm not going to do that. It wouldn't have been fun at all. That would have been super boring. And the first fight on the smoker actually takes the longest, and I could have used the Judge special here to get rid of the bind, but I decided, you know, I'm gonna wait. I think I'll just wait. And then I realized right when I get into the final room that I didn't put Judge on the correct side, so I'm like, fuck. So I kind of messed up there and didn't like organize my team appropriately. Also, Law was the one that got bound, so that really screwed me over. I should have put Law in the middle row in order to get my cooldowns up first turn. That was the reason I brought Law on the team in the first place, which was really funny, just so I could get my cooldowns up turn 1. And I was like, oh shit, I goofed. Or not turn 1, turn 2. But overall, it's fine. It works out in the end, I guess. But Team has a very, very large HP pool, which I was very surprised about. Like, I didn't think that this team was going to have that big of an HP pool, and it does. And I thought I was going to have to hit with way more units than I did here, but team is actually pretty fucking strong. And the final team of the day is going to be another free-to-play team using a V2 Shanks captain, just to show that you can use V2 Shanks with another team, and you can be all Psy. It actually is pretty funny, because this team actually does almost as well as the last team, but has significantly less HP, so it's a way more dangerous because of not having an HP boost in the captain ability. So definitely a different way to go. I don't know if it's the best way to go, you know, I was trying to use a V2 Aokiji, but I couldn't have any friends left, so I was like, you know, we'll use V2 Shanks, why not? It'd be fun. And the team takes a long time. Actually, it took me 2 tries, and I used different variations of the team. And what I did was I used this Man Cherry, and this Man Cherry actually removes 7 turns of bind on 1 unit and heals, and I actually needed the heal just to survive long enough to get the smoker down, so that's why she's here. As for replacements, probably replace every single unit on the team and make a completely different team in order to beat the content, because that would be way easier. I recommend using a different team because, you know, that's the smart move. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this team. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for my multiple team compilation guide for Colosseum Ain. My name's Sekapoko, thank you so much for watching, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you smack the like button down below, as well as the subscribe button above or below. And if you do want to get notifications on my videos, make sure you hit the bell notification right next to it, so you guys get notifications every time I drop a video. If you want to check out the last couple videos we put out, they're right over there, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.